Well, we're crossing over to Studio 997. Mamavi and Daniel Dazi are standing by. We'll be talking to them as well. Mamavi and Daniel, let me hand over to you to Studio 997. And Daniel Dazi are Daniel Dazi.
Will catch you up. My name is Daniel Dazi. If you're watching us and you're listening to us on Joy FM and watching us on Joy Prime and Joy News, I'm here with Mama V Osuabuaji. Hi, Mama V.
Yeah, hi, Daniel.
Were you able to sleep last night?
No, I mean, you can't sleep through this. You can't. Even when you take a break, you still can't shut your eyes.
No.
But the papers, I guess we have to just jump straight into the newspapers.
Yes.
I've got the Times, the Finder, the Chronicle, and essentially we're focusing on what the papers are saying about the election. So if you look at the front page of the Ghanaian Times, they ask the big question, who occupies Jubilee House? And it points us to the center spread on page 16 and 17, and it puts the spotlight on the president and his wife as they voted at Chibi yesterday, Monday, and then also talks about the two Electoral Commission officials who were nabbed over electoral offences. There's also a picture of the former president, John Dramani Mahama, as he voted at Bole Bamboy, and then also talks about his running mate who also voted at Commander. So basically that's what the Times is talking about with elections.
The Daily Graphic is not too different. It says elections calm, peaceful, and Ghanaians await results. So that's here on the front page of the Daily Graphic. It says yesterday's general election, the 8th under the 4th Republican dispensation, finally passed off in all 275 constituencies across the country seamlessly and peacefully. And then it quickly adds, I like the way it continues the sentence in the next front page. If you're watching us on television, you can see it as I point it to the screen now. It's recorded 34 isolated incidents according to the police. And it also says here the EC is cracking the whip on its officers. On the back page, it says, Codeo satisfied with conduct of the elections. I want to quickly go to page 16, Mamavi, because some of these incidents are still developing. In fact, just under an hour ago, it was reported that Neil Vanderpoy, who is the member of parliament for Ododo Diodio and also parliamentary candidate for the NDC, has been released by the police. He was picked up in the wee hours of the morning, and that has changed now. So I'm going to read for you what happened in Accra. Severius Kildare and Emmanuel Ebo-Hoxon report that the EC sacked the presiding officer at a polling station in the Kole-Klote constituency for allegedly allowing a voter who engaged in the special voting to vote again. This presiding officer is Nehemiah Amu Entry. He was manning the Standards Education Center polling center at Asylum Down, and he was relieved of his post after the NDC filed a complaint with the district election officer. A technical officer, Mr. Bernard Hagen, acting as a presiding officer at a polling station, that's how they describe him. He told the Daily Graphic that Mr. Entry allegedly allowed a voter on the absentee list to vote again. The NDC put up a lot of complaints. We know that there was also an arrest in the Abra-Sebu-Kwamankese constituency of the Central Region for issuing ballot papers to voters without first verifying their identities electronically. The two are Charles Nkrumah, a verification officer at Imperial Polling Station, and Prince Aqua, a ballot issuer at the Asebu Evening Market Polling Station, and they were arrested by the police following reports. Now, police PRO, DSP Irene Opong in the Central Region, she says around 12:20 p.m., the district electoral officer reported this case to the police. So a lot is happening, Mama.
Yes, a lot is happening. You won't believe it. There's an incredible story of a mother of three who was carrying, her fourth pregnancy, if you like. She was in labor since like 4 a.m. on election day, but she wanted to wait and cast her ballots before going to the labor ward. And that's exactly what she did.
You're kidding me.
So that story is in the Chronicle newspaper. It says pregnant woman votes for Akufo-Addo before delivery. She so badly wanted to do it. And the story says that she thought she would be on admission. And she didn't want to waste her vote. She wanted to definitely vote for the president, and she was able to do it. This was in Suhum, a very incredible story. I guess one that's, kind of brings some sort of refreshment. The morning after, when we're not sure exactly how this is going to play out.
Exactly.
We've heard a number of parliamentary candidates who have.
But she would be happy to know that in the Suhum constituency, the president won.
Yeah.
So her vote was not in vain. The MPP's parliamentary candidate also won. We know that. I'll bring you the latest that we have in terms of numbers, because there's a general figure that we are collating. About 38 constituency results have reached us so far. And we are dealing with the certified results from the Electoral Commission. So,
absolutely.
you can trust your election headquarters. We are not giving you provisions or projections. We are dealing with the certified results from the various collation centers across the country. Our 275 reporters are ensuring that you are informed in the most accurate and timeous manner. So I'll move from the Daily Graphic now. Mama V, what do you have next?
Let's do the Finder newspaper. That's actually my last paper. So I deliberately just chose the story of the pregnant woman from the Chronicle newspaper, because I thought that's what we wanted to hear. So the Finder front page has, "I am confident of victory," says President and candidate of the NPP. Also, John Mahama casts ballots in Bole. "Let's make our nation proud. Vote peacefully," Dr. Baumia urges voters. And this was yesterday. And then EC delivers as promised, set to climax it with result declaration this evening. That's what the Finder newspaper is saying. They seem to be certain that the Electoral Commission this evening will be announcing the winner of the presidential election. So let's go to page 4.
That will be in keeping with the 24-hour deadline, would it not?
It would, absolutely. So it talks about the long queues, the general calmness, the COVID-19 protocols, voting delayed, and of course it did delay in some parts, even though observers say this was a minor incident, so largely successful exercise yesterday. But just wanted to fast forward to where they were talking about the Electoral Commission declaring the results later this evening. I'll take my time and look for it, Daniel.
It's interesting, Mama V, because the Daily Guide newspaper actually says that the EC will declare tomorrow. And it's on the front page of the Daily Guide newspaper. Tomorrow, Wednesday.
Okay.
Because it says here, there was anxiety all over the country as voting closed yesterday, that's Monday, after a peaceful presidential and parliamentary election. Now, according to security agencies, the Electoral Commission as well as the various professional observers, there was no major disruption during the exercise except pockets of incidents that were dealt with in no time. Now, it also says here on the front page, the NDC and NPP are dispelling intimidation in the Volta region. NPP shoots down NDC's ballot stuffing claim and the EC cheating staff in custody. We brought you that story earlier from the front page of the Daily Graphic newspaper. Now, the EC chaired by, it says here, the EC chaired by Mrs. Jean Mensah promised to declare its official results within 24 hours. If everything goes according to plan, and sources at the commission said they were on course to bring everything to a close. Okay. Now, the polling station results started trickling in all night, but as at press time yesterday, the EC had not made any official declaration, be it presidential or parliamentary, in any of the 275 constituencies. So, this is what we have here. Now, I want to draw your attention to the concluding paragraph in the Daily Guide story. It says here, it gives a voter turnout history. And we've been discussing this all night with Evans and Winston, who've been engaged in the smart wall. In 92, the overall national voter turnout was 54%, 96, 78%, 2000, 60%, 2004, 85%, 2008, 73, 2012, 79%. 2016, 69%. So, obviously, if the voter turnout is not that high, if it's below 70%, it's good news for any opposition party. If it's high, above 80.
But again, we've been told that you want to be cautiously optimistic with that kind of
yeah,
history.
it looks like this is a
possible.
trend-busting election. You know what? Let's go to Gifty in the Joy News studio. That's it from us for now at Studio 997. We'll come back with more analysis. But over to you, Gifty, and up here.